What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing, continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s, and this will be on my number 6 lightweight in the world right now at 135 pounds, the undefeated former interim champion, Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia entered 2021 still undefeated and a highly regarded prospect on the rise, but he hadn't really beaten anybody to be considered a top 10 fighter. But right out the gate, he would go after the biggest opponent of his career against Englishman Luke Campbell. And I felt like he needed to beat a guy like Campbell to get, he needed to fight somebody close to the top 10 to be considered a top 10 fighter. So he wasn't ranked coming into this year. He's number 6 now. And, he went into that fight, most people feeling he was going to win, but not sure how. And early, first round he looked good, but then the second round he got caught with a counter left hand by Campbell and put down hard. And he really was going to test his mettle then, as he had to fight through fire after that. And it was a good back and forth. It was good back and forth action. Campbell, a very good veteran, and Ryan Garcia trying to, put his name on everybody's lips in the name of boxing, or in the sport of boxing. And he really just kept pressing forward through Luke Campbell, just fighting through fire. And then finally in the 7th round, when it looked like he was getting tired, he scored a monster body shot to Luke Campbell. Campbell went down, could not get to his feet, and Ryan Garcia would win by knockout in the 7th round on that body punch and become the interim champion with that win. That was a huge win for him, and it really set the tone for what could have been a good year. But mental issues kept him out of the ring. He was supposed to fight Javier Fortuna in July. He had to pull out of that fight. Then he was supposed to fight Joseph Diaz in November, and he ended up pulling out of that fight. And a lot of mental, personal issues, according to him, and he stayed out of the ring for the remainder of 2021. So heading into 2022 now, his stats are, he is 23 years old. Again, he wasn't ranked last year coming in. He's 1-0, or he's overall, he's 21-0 with 18 knockouts. He's got a very good record. We're going to see in 2022 if he can bounce back into the mix and, really put everybody on notice. I think he's going to do that. I think he's searching around for that first opponent. He apparently offered a fight to Isaac Cruz as they were going back and forth on social media, and he made an offer to Cruz, and Cruz's camp turned the offer down, according to Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy. So we really don't know what he's going to do now, but I really think Javier Fortuna is a possibility, because that's a makeable fight. I could also see him against Joseph Diaz Jr. or Jorge Linares in his next fight, which he's pushing to be in April. But following that, we really don't know what he's going to do later in the year. He could end up taking on a tune-up opponent and taking on one of those guys later in the year. But outside of, I think Vasily Lomachenko is going to get George Kambosos in the ring. And then Lomachenko's probably going to fight Devin Haney after that for the undisputed title. So where does that leave Ryan? Ryan just needs to build his resume. Even if he fights 2-3 times this year and he takes on, guys like Jorge Linares and Javier Fortuna and Joseph Diaz, that's okay, because those are all top 10 guys. Go in there, beat those guys, and set up a major showdown with either with one of two people. He could fight against I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here, guys. Ryan could fight against Gervonta Davis maybe next year, set up a fight finally, or a showdown with Vasily Lomachenko. I don't think the Lomachenko fight is possible for this year, but Gervonta Davis is possible if the two sides get together and try to work it out. Apparently, they were in talks, and that, went nowhere. So we're going to see. We're going to see who's got the balls to fight each other this year at 135. And I'm really hoping Ryan gets a couple times, one top 10 guy. Maybe he can fight a top 5 opponent after that by the end of the year and really set himself up heading into 2022, but we'll see what happens. But I do think for sure Ryan's at least going to fight one top 10 guy this year between Linares, Diaz, and Javier Fortuna, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's the 2021 year-end top 10s and my number 6 lightweight in the world right now, the undefeated Ryan Garcia. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.